So, Elden Ring Nightreign just dropped, and I actually didn't expect to enjoy it at all.
Good shit, boys! Oh my god, you guys are goated!
Honestly, I thought this would be a lazy, $40 asset flip cash grab, the kind of shameless DLC that screams pay up schmucks before disappearing into the shadows like Better Call Saul pulling one last con. But here's the twist, I actually liked it. Well, kind of. And that contradiction, well, that's where Nightreign gets complicated. So let me walk you through what happened last night during my marathon playthrough, and why it left me conflicted, exhausted, and also oddly impressed. The plan was simple: beat Nightreign by the end of the stream. There was only one boss past the tutorial, so I figured, cool, should be easy, right? Well, wrong. Originally, I was supposed to be playing with a squad of friends, all experienced Elden Ring vets. I thought we'd steamroll this thing, but right out of the gate, the game hit me with a curveball. Only one friend was online. No problem, I thought. We'll just queue up and grab a random third.
Why is this taking so long?
Nope. Nightreign looked me right in the eyes and said, "You want to fight a Night Lord with just 2 people? Pfft, absolutely not. There's no matchmaking, Phil. No backup, just a dead stop until you have a full squad." From Software. From Software, what is this? I know you're a single-player only kind of studio, but ooh, this is ridiculous. And so before even starting the actual game, I was beginning one of Nightraign's hardest challenges, solo queue. You see, if you solo queue, the game finds you a match instantly. And with the clock ticking, I had no choice but to venture into the world of Nightreign with 2 strangers at my side. And as you can imagine, that was just the beginning of the chaos. Every run brought a new problem. On my first, I was still learning the optimal way to level up and find the best loot, and then I found out this game is basically Elden Ring x Fortnite. No joke, there's a storm that shrinks the playable area and it moves fast. So if you stick around too long fighting a boss near the edge, good luck getting out in time, buddy. It creates some cool, high-stakes moments, sure, but it also led to one of the dumbest deaths I've had.
Oh, this is
I got caught outside the zone, couldn't find my way back in, and died. No enemy, no epic fight, just storm death.
Fortnite-ass gameplay. Stupid as hell. Oh my god, bro. Stupid-ass Fortnite Battle Royale default dance your heart out. Oh my god.
Nightreign is structured in 3 days. Each day ramps up the difficulty, and on the 3rd, you face the Night Lord, the big boss of your run. On my first attempt, we didn't even make it past day 1. We lost to the first boss. Why? Because we'd already lost a level earlier in the day due to the dumbass storm, and that made us massively underpowered. I actually did alright, being the Elden Ring fist-only champ that I am, you know? Fighting solo, dodging and parrying like a true god gamer. But I couldn't revive my teammates. The system just doesn't give you enough space or time to bring people back mid-fight, especially when they've died a lot, and especially with multiple bosses on you. Thus, run number 1 was a complete and utter failure. Even with that failure, though, this brings me to talk about the actual game itself, and in all honesty, it's actually pretty damn fun. There are a variety of characters you can choose from at the start that all have their own unique abilities to suit your playstyle. Wilder, one of my favorites, has a grappling hook that he can use to either pull enemies close toward him for quick slashes or to launch him across the arena to close in on the bosses quickly. Then there's the Sekiro guy, and who's my personal favorite, who can deal massive amounts of damage and, if you know what you're doing, can solo some pretty serious bosses with the parry mechanic they've implemented. In my mind, this is what Elden Ring has always needed, a character with a Sekiro toolkit that can counter some of the boss's insanely aggressive patterns. Ooh, and so this guy alone makes Nightreign almost worth the price of entry by himself. Now, these were the only 2 characters I really got familiar with throughout my playtime with this game. I didn't check out the witch character or anyone else, but it's painfully clear to me that some characters are way better than others, which is already a balancing issue that I think needs to be worked out. Wilder, as fun as he is to play and as good as he is at survivability, is just not as much of a damage dealer as Sekiro dono. And in order to beat the Night Lord, you're gonna need all the damage you can get. Either way, run number 2 went way better. Our team comp was much better, we were getting higher levels and beating bosses left and right. But then, another issue came up this run. The lack of in-game voice chat.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We might not want to with this guy, actually. Holy shit, he does so much damage. Just run. No, fuck this. We gotta run. Oh no, they're gonna fucking die! No, to zone! I mean, if they just put in voice chat, it wouldn't be so bad.
Listen, with a game like this where a coordinated effort and in-game communication is key, the lack of voice chat makes this game a deal breaker. If you already have friends to play with, great, but you're lying if you've said you've never solo queued a game before because all your friends were busy while you had time on your hands. Either way, even with that little misstep, we were able to overcome both the Day 1 and Day 2 boss and make my way to the Night Lord for the very first time.
No! Oh, we're so close! No!
All things considered, the fact we were able to get this far with 2 randoms was pretty damn impressive. Zyko and Bonenzo, man, you guys were the original trio, baby. We got the boss to more than halfway on the second attempt, but it just wasn't enough to beat him. Still, I was pretty happy with how things were going. If I got to the Night Lord on my second attempt, only about an hour or so into the stream, hey, things were looking up. I told you the stream was 9 hours long, right? I proceeded to get to the Night Lord over and over and over and lose over and over and over again. Part of it was I wasn't doing enough damage. Like I said earlier, Wilder's fun to play, but a damage dealer he is not. Secondly, miscommunication during runs led to the team losing levels, being ill-prepared for bosses as a result, and honestly, losing even one level can lead to the whole run being thrown in the garbage, and each one takes about an hour long if you make it to the Night Lord. Then, there are people who leave mid-match.
No, Danny, no!
Did I mention you absolutely need a team of 2 friends to even remotely have a good time with this game? And so I made the decision to switch the Sekiro Dono full-time and instantly felt the difference when I started using him. And lo and behold, so did the other 2 people I decided to queue with that run, and instantly, man, I felt a soulmate-like connection with these people. This was gonna be the run. G-Boys and Chadwick, oh, what a Chad. I didn't even need voice communication with these dudes, yet they knew my every move. Follow me to the church for the extra flask, they did it. Had my back during boss fights, and I had theirs. The synergy was insane. And with that synergy, we made quick work of the Day 1 and 2 bosses, and it was time for another attempt at the Night Lord with this ragtag team of badasses 5 hours and a half into the stream.
No, fuck you. Oh god. Fuck, amount of flasks. Oh, God. Like, bro, I can't do it. Oh my god, he's alive! Oh my god, get me up. Oh my god, please get me up, bro. No! Yes! Oh, wait, what? No! Huh? No! Bro, I don't know what else I can do. I'm doing everything. I'm pulling out all the stops, bro. Like, I couldn't be more. I don't know what else to do, bro. I genuinely don't know, bro. I don't know what else I can do. I did everything. No, I didn't. I'm sorry. These 2 guys are cool, but like, fuck, man. Like, I just want to.
G-Boys was trying to save me on some Hinata Naruto pain shit. Oh, this game feels like an anime sometimes. The very next run, I got to him again with a different group of people, and I felt like Kirito from SAO. Both my boys were down, and I was soloing the boss. I mean, just check this clip out and tell me this isn't Sword Art Online Eat Your Heart Out. But even that wasn't enough to get us the dub. Another huge reason this was so difficult, and another problem beyond the random skill level of your teammates, is the fact that there are literally 0 rewards for failing a run in Nightreign. In most roguelikes, even when you die, you get something. A bit of progression, a new item unlocked, maybe extra health for your next run, an additional dash, better weapon RNG, or a stronger starting loadout. I mean, take Hades, for example. Losing a run never really felt like losing. I was always working toward unlocking a new weapon with those crystals, trying out new strategies, or unlocking special conversations by gifting characters. That's what keeps players coming back, the sense that every run, win or lose, pushes you forward. Nightreign doesn't really have any of that. The only meaningful progression happens during a run, not outside of it. To me, this feels like a misstep from Software, and it's clear this is their first attempt at a roguelike, and they kinda missed what makes the genre click. They looked at Fortnite, Elden Ring, and roguelikes and said, let's make a weird mashup of all three, baby. That's honestly the best way to describe this game. Now, it's not like there are no unlocks at all. You can unlock new characters and gem sockets to power up your character a bit, but it's just not enough compared to something like Hades. So I think that's something that could be improved upon greatly. Regardless though, I knew I had the skill and knowledge to beat this run at this point. The real challenge now, when it had been all along, finding the right team who actually listened and coordinated well enough to get the job done. And that's when everything changed. I finally got my team, Parks and Irish Nightlight. 7 hours into the stream, I finally got with the two that I had originally intended to play this game with, and our very first run together, oh baby, was freaking go time. The comms were calming.
There's a pumpkin head.
The synergy was perfect, and things were going super well at the end of day one. Level 7 at this point is kind of crazy, but we did end up getting the hardest boss of the bunch. This is also where I realized how broken the witch is in comparison to every other character in this game. She has this ability where she can mark the boss, and any attacks from the team steal both HP and FP from her for as long as the boss is marked, which is a long time. In a game where healing is ultra precious, that is one broken-ass ability. Regardless, we were steamrolling bosses and powering up for what I knew was going to be the end of this friggin' nightmare. Day 3, it was friggin' time. Things were going super well. We were swapping aggro when we needed to swap aggro, communicating how many flasks we had left, when someone was in trouble, and everything was syncing up perfectly until it wasn't.
Oh my god. Dude, they killed me. Get me up slow. Oh no. Yeah, I'm in the middle of their shit. They're coming. Nice. I'm up.
A really scary moment where two of us were down, but thankfully we were able to recover off our back foot and come back with a vengeance to finally bring down this three-headed Cerberus knockoff.
That's okay. We're good. I'm gonna ring these shits and we should win. GG.
So, the problem with Elden Ring Nightreign? This is a team-based game. If that first try with a dedicated group wasn't enough of an indication, then let me spell it out for you. I had this run figured out 7 hours ago. I knew the patterns, knew what gear to grab, I knew what to do. But I couldn't beat it because I couldn't get a proper team together. And once I finally had a squad that listened, coordinated, and didn't run face first into every attack, the boss was easy pickings. You will not have a good time solo queuing this game, I guarantee it.
Jim was right, 7 out of 10. Yeah, I don't think it's like really that great.
And for a multiplayer title, not building a better experience for solo players was a huge mistake. Like, come on. No matchmaking fill, a ping system that barely works, and no voice chat? That's the most basic of basics. Bandai Namco and From Software really dropped the ball here, because if you're a solo player looking to pick this up, your experience is just going to be my first 7 hours of this game. A mix of funny moments, sure, but...
No! God, I'm like hyper-focused on healing him.
Mostly just pain. And for $40, there are way better experiences out there than the solo queue nightmare that is Nightreign. If there was even some kind of voice chat, or literally any good way to communicate with randoms, this game would probably get a thumbs up from me. Even with all the recycled bosses and reused assets, which is another problem in and of itself, but we're not going to talk about it. I can only recommend this game if you already have a group of friends who you know are down to have a good time with you. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on Elden Ring Nightreign. Listen, like, subscribe, tune into the Nightreign live streams right here on YouTube, because if you need people to play with, hey, I got you, man. Otherwise, you're gonna have Nightreign nightmares just like I did after my marathon stream. That boss consumed my freaking dreams that night, man, I swear. Anyways, I might be live right now, so check to see if I am. Trust me, I'm gonna need all the help I can get for the rest of the bosses I unlocked if that first one was that much of a challenge. Anyways, I'm off to dive back in. Take care of yourselves, guys, and of course, as usual, please have yourselves a damn good one.